everything you believe to be true, there's no reality in it. It's just a perception. And I'll tell you just how much, and I can't go into too much detail, I could spend hours talking about this. I'll give you a clue of just how much of a perception your identity, which is what this is part of, right? Who you are, what you can achieve, what's realistic, what's possible for you in your life. I'll give you a clue of just how made up that is. If I asked you to identify yourself in one way, and when you went round and introduced yourself, you did not say, hi, I'm a man 19. Hi, I come from here. Hi, did you? What did you say? Hi, I am George Swift. I am George. I'm John. I'm Mickey. I'm Mikey. Yeah, true? So the number one thing in your identity is your name. Would that be fair to say? How real is it that you are that person? How real does it feel that you are that person? Really real, right? Really real. Let's go back 19 years. 17, 18, 20, 30, 40, some of you. Two people, scared out of their wits, not a lot older than you probably, realise they're going to have a baby. They sit down one day and say, oh, what should we call our baby? One turns to the other one and says, let's call it Charles. I like Charles. The other one says, oh, God, don't want to grow up like all snobby. Oh, okay. What about Michael? Oh, God, I had Uncle Michael. He was a nightmare. Okay, what about Andrew? Andrew sounds quite good. Yeah, let's go for Andrew. That's how real your name is. It was the best that two people could agree upon. That's who your name is. Based on what? The names they knew to choose from and the experiences they had with people with those names. True? If I ask you, how many people here, I mean, it's a bit weird, I know, right? How many people here already think they might have a name for their child? Good. I know, it happens. Good for you, mate. Daddy boy. But good for you. Girls. It's true, right? You already got a name. Now, is that name the best name in the world ever, or is it just the best you can think of right now? Of course it is. So your name that was given to you by these two people, but it was basically on mutual agreement by a very small number of people. Other people had influence, didn't they? The grandparents and whatever it is. I'll give you my idea of just how made up names are. My name, right? George Douglas Swift. One of them wasn't even chosen, true? Which one? The Swift, right? That wasn't chosen by anyone. You have to be that, most of you. There's no question you have to be that one, true? So that's not even a choice. There's no decision in that. That's been there for how long? We'll go back on, Family Archive Tree, what'sit.com. You can go back hundreds of years for your own name. That was given to you before you were even born, right? Brilliant. Second one, mine, right? George Douglas. George was this. My dad, right? If you knew my dad, he's a very clumsy person in terms of what he says to people. So he turns up in front of my nan and my granddad, George, and says, oh, we're thinking of calling it George. At which point, my nan and my granddad get utterly, massively excited about this child being called George, and there's nowhere to go. So I become George. My second name is Douglas. Why? Because my other nan, who got completely put out by the fact that I was being called George by the other granddad and not her husband, whose middle name was Douglas, gave me that name, my mum and dad, to try and appease her. That's how real George Douglas Swift is. That's how real I am. I'm an argument stopper. I'm a clumsy mistake from my dad, followed by an appeasement, followed by 300 years of I have to be's. So when I say, how much do you want to earn? You think that's you saying that. When I say, who are you? And you say, your name. You think that's real, what you're saying. True? Good. Everything, every single thing in your entire existence is just as superficial.